chosen ones, empaths. Some of you may not agree with me, but I'm talking from my own experience. Maybe I'm wrong and not all narcissists are like this, but my experience with narcissists is their gift giving is diabolical. Like, they pick some of the worst gifts possible for us. Like, and it's always like, even if they got you something nice, there's a motive behind it. It's like they use gift giving as a manipulation tactic. But these people, like, you know, it's really sociopathic, narcissistic, psychopathic. Like, you know, if you've got kids, they're the type of individual who's quite happy for everyone to come around to your child's party, bring gifts, shower them with gifts, you know. And when it comes to someone else's, it's like it's the last thing on their mind. It's like they're quite happy to turn up to a child's party with no gift. Like they just won't even bother getting a gift at all. And it really, the reason why it really strikes a chord with me is because that displays, what this displays, the way that they can turn up and not even get a gift, forget people's birthdays, not even bother. It strikes the chord of the lack of empathy that is within inside them, because they can't actually empathize with the person whose celebration it is and think, right, let me get them something nice, they deserve it. They got something for my child, or they got something for me, let me get them something nice in return. They don't think like that. And to me, maybe you're all going to put in the comment section, no, my narcissist was a great gift giver, they used to get me really good stuff and all of that. But I've just seen it. Like, some of the gifts I got from the narcissist, you know, they were just weird. You know, they were just weird gifts, even forgetting my birthday at times. And I don't really celebrate my birthday that much anyway, because I don't know, since a young age, I celebrate other people's, like I'll buy family gifts and stuff like that. But when it comes to my own, I'm not really that phased by it. So it didn't really bother me at all at the time. But I've just noticed how, you know, if they do get you something nice, it's a motive for, like, they might get you a piece of jewelry or something, but it's more like a bondage. Like, it's more like something, I don't know, like they'll get you things that will remind you of them constantly. So it's like a motive to get you gifts to remind you of them. They're very weird with their gift giving, you know. Like, I've seen it in my ex-narcissist family, like, because, I don't know, like, when it comes to kids and stuff like that, like, I don't have any kids of my own, but I always, the way I was brought up, you know, like, you not spoil kids, but you get them what they want. You know, you treat, if you got a girl, you treat them like a little princess, and you get them the things that they want and stuff like that. And I just noticed it with my ex-narcissist family, how they didn't really even bother for the child. They didn't really even bother. Like, maybe there's nothing wrong with secondhand stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're quite happy to bring a bag of hand-me-downs as a gift. And look, don't get me wrong, like, it's hard to make a buck in this world. It's hard to make a penny, you know. So I'm not knocking anyone that has hand-me-downs or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for that. Like, or people that shop in charity shops or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just trying to say that I just saw with the narcissist dynamics family, the way they used to treat the child, they didn't bother. And it was like I used to do above and more for that child. I used to get them everything, you know, whether it was clothes, toys. I used to go full out, like that's just the way I am. That's how I treat a child. That's how I feel like a child should be treated. And, you know, like when I think some of the gifts that I got from the I can't really even remember, you know, like they got me a bracelet once. And I think that the reason that they got me the bracelet was during the love bomb. So they were love bombing me at that time. So they kind of pushed the boat out a bit. But I think that they got me things to remind me of them. Like, I remember they got me a phone and then they put the screensaver as them on my phone. And at the time, I didn't think nothing wrong with it. But it was like, it was a motive. So every time I pull out my phone, I'm seeing their boat on my phone. So I think about them. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. They do these things. Maybe this video isn't a topic that's going to appeal to a lot of people, but I've seen it. I've seen it with narcissists, not even just my ex-narcissist. I've just seen how they're quite happy to receive gifts, but giving gifts is a problem for them. They have a problem in giving gifts. They have a real problem in giving gifts. They have a real... They don't know how to give gifts. Like, it's really messed up. And I think it all comes down to their empathy, because they're not able to put themselves in another's shoes and know what the person would want, you know? They're miserable on these days as well, like celebrations like birthdays or holidays, Christmas. They're miserable on these days as well because they're not the center of attention. You know, they're not the center of attention. Maybe some narcissists will, in your experience, will go above and beyond and be the one that gets the best gift and everything. So everyone looks at them like they're the best person, you know, they got the best gift for the person. Maybe that's what you've dealt with in your experience, but I haven't dealt with that. I've dealt with like shabby gifts, like, and really just not really taking the other person into an account, you know, and just it's really, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain. It's really hard for me to explain this topic, but I've just seen it. I've seen it. It's the last thing on their mind, you know. They will go to a birthday party or something like that, and they will turn up without a gift. And it's not in my nature to do that. Like, I find it embarrassing. I find it embarrassing how they can turn up to a function or a party or something, and they don't even get the person whose function or party is a gift. And they're quite happy to smile and look in the person's face and wish them a happy birthday or a happy celebration, and they haven't even got them anything at all. I just find it psychopathic. I find it sociopathic, and like, I've had conversations trying to break this down to the people. Like, you can't be like that in this world. You can't be like that. You need to think of others. Like, and it just doesn't sink in. It just doesn't resonate with them. It just doesn't resonate, you know? They're just weird, you know? They're just weird. Like, I remember even the birthday card that I got from a narcissist, it just had pictures of me and them all over the card. At the time, I thought it was a nice card, but again, it's a card to use as manipulation, because they actually put that card in with my stuff and they returned my belongings to make me think of them. And they wrote a message in the card like, whether we're near or far, you're always in my heart. And it really messed me up at the time during a discard, like that I received this card and they wrote an additional message in the card in another pen, you know, whether we're near or far, you're always in my heart. And it really tore me up, you know, like they do these manipulation tactics with gifts. But this video was just kind of, maybe I want to read your comments and see what you have to say about the topic. Maybe I can learn something from your experiences, because I've just seen it. Like they just don't care about gift giving. They're the worst gift givers in my situation. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And maybe you guys are going to teach me something I don't know. And you lot have been through a totally different experience. So I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.